The world feels enormous, but every dream starts from one small place. Down there, between the sun and the sea, there's a small neighborhood where their lives unfold. Here lived Tami, a young boy through whom Korean music was the whole world. Hello there. They lived simply and quietly, his parents, watching movies and letting the days roll by. Every morning he headed off to school. The bell rang, class began, and his ordinary life carried on. But Tami carried a bigger dream, something beyond home and school, and this was only the beginning of his journey. Tami was sitting in his room, completely lost in Korean music, the one world that always made him feel okay again. He walked toward the balcony. The morning light was shining, and it's time to talk to his grandmother in Korea. He stood behind the railing and took a deep breath. He missed his grandmother so much, he set his phone down on the balcony table, getting ready for the call, the important one he'd been waiting for all this time. His grandmother's face came on screen. Tami gave a small smile, like a sudden warmth rushed through his chest. Tami headed into the kitchen. It was finally time to ask his mom about the trip. His mom smiled and said, "You can go, but you'll have to pay for it yourself. Sweetheart, trips cost money, but there are jobs around. Baker's Lane is looking for a helper, and Greenfield Pharmacy put up a staff wanted sign. Think you can handle it? If you earn it yourself, I won't stop you." Tami headed to the park, searching for anything he could do to scrape together some cash. His first job showed up, walking people's dogs. It was tough, but honestly, kind of thrilling. He finally landed a job at a pharmacy. Every day he moved between the shelves, arranging the medicines with care, feeling one step closer to his bigger dream. Tami isn't stacking pastries here. He's stacking the pieces of his dream, the dream of traveling to Korea. Tami did everything in the bakery, from polishing the tables to arranging the pastries. Tami ran in, coins jingling in his hands. One by one, he counted them carefully and dropped them into his piggy bank. Slowly, his savings for the trip were coming together. Tami froze for a moment as his mom placed the envelope in his hands, money she'd quietly saved for his journey. The boy turned to his mother, a little hesitant but determined, and told her, "Mom, I just want to take the important stuff. Nothing more." Tami weaved through the bustling streets of Australia, every heartbeat echoing a dream, and now the doorway to Korea awaited. Tami stepped up to the counter, heart racing. In a few moments, a ticket to Korea would turn his dream into reality. He buckled into his seat on the airplane, eyes wide, whispering, "Whoa, it's so beautiful from up here." Vitters. He entered Seoul Airport, excitement practically sparkling in his eyes. He stepped off the plane, a mix of relief and excitement on his face, muttering, "Okay, I made it. Now I just need to find Grandma." The moment he saw his grandmother, a calm washed over him. It felt like he was finally home. Moments later, his grandfather joined them, and the three of them held each other tight. On the way, he got lost in the city lights. Everything felt brand new to him. His grandfather appeared with a tray of tea, and their home instantly filled with warmth and love. That night, the three of them stood together, watching the city lights. Seoul felt like a whole new world to him. Every corner held something exciting. He tried his first Korean street food. It was spicy, but he loved it. When he stepped into the music store, it was like he'd found his own heaven. His eyes were sparkling. As he entered the concert hall, a rush of excitement hit him. In that moment, he knew all his efforts had been worth it. When the concert began and the boys hit the stage, Tami froze. He couldn't believe he'd made it. Holding his BTS sign above his head, he burst into tears of pure joy. He felt that, there among all the lights and sounds, his world had suddenly grown bigger and full of possibilities. On the last night, the three of them sat quietly around the table. The air felt warm and full of closeness. With a calm and steady voice, his grandfather spoke a short sentence, one of those simple words that linger in your mind long after. You're no longer that little kid. You traveled alone, discovered new worlds, met different people, and realized life is bigger and richer than you imagined. On the way back, he gazed at the clouds, his grandfather's words echoing in his mind. Tami came back, but he's not the same. When he opened the door, his mother knew he'd returned, but not as the same boy. The trip didn't just change his world, it changed him. That night, Tami realized his journey wasn't over. He opened his laptop and thought, if the dream won't find me, I'll build it myself. And just when he thought no one was watching, the first comment appeared. A stranger from Korea wrote, "This feels real." And that one line lit Tami's path. On that morning, something lit up inside Tami. He realized his journey wasn't over, it was just beginning. And right there, he decided to follow music for real. Slowly, his mom realized this wasn't just a hobby. With every note, Tami was building his own world. And that night, watching from the doorway, she knew he'd found his path. That morning, something shifted inside Tami. He knew this wasn't just a trip, it was a beginning. Right there, he decided to follow music for real. It all started with a simple poster on the wall. Guitar class. Right there, in that hallway, Tami realized maybe his dream didn't have to be far away. Maybe it could start right here. That night, Tami played his very first real notes. A little shaky, a little unsure, but it was the beginning of his sound. And then it happened. Tami found a beat that felt like him. Not copied, not borrowed, his first real creation. He pressed play. And for the first time, his music wasn't just his. It filled the room, and her eyes filled with pride. She looked at him and said the words he didn't even know he needed. It's time. Go learn it for real. Tami stepped into the classroom, heart racing, palms sweaty. A new world of sound waiting for him. The first chord, shaky, uncertain, but it was his. And the teacher's smile told him, "You're on your way." Tommy's confidence grew. His music filled the room, and suddenly he wasn't just learning, he was leading. While still going to school, Tami worked at the bakery, but he brought his guitar along, practicing whenever he could between chores. Tommy's music quietly filled the courtyard. Customers stopped, smiles spreading. Even the bakery owner couldn't hide his surprise. Slowly, the bakery courtyard filled up. People weren't just coming for pastries anymore, they came for Tommy's music. And the owner realized maybe Tommy shouldn't just work here. Maybe he should play here. Tami played in the streets. Strangers stopped to listen, smiles forming. His music was no longer just a dream. Tommy's music had grown beyond himself. He inspired those around him, and a new rhythm spread quietly through the community. That night, Tami missed his grandparents. He cleaned his room, tuned his guitar, and called them. And the moment he began to play, their eyes filled with proud, joyful tears. Tami shared his music with those who first inspired him. Across the screen, smiles and encouragement bridged the distance, a quiet celebration of growth. He didn't come here to pray, he came to listen to himself. Sometimes music is the only thing that saves you.
Thank you all for being here. This means the world to me.
Tami had grown from quiet practice in a bakery courtyard to inspiring a community with his music. This is my true journey. I followed my dreams, step by step. Now it's your turn. Chase yours.